Over the past few months, we've faced many challenges, unlike any other that we've seen before. The COVID-19 pandemic has meant that we've had to pull together and adapt to new ways of working to enable us to provide the best possible care for our patients and protect our staff. In spite of these challenges, I've seen some exceptional care throughout the period of the pandemic and have never felt more proud to be your Chief Executive. Our local communities share the same sense of pride that I do, and this has been demonstrated through the weekly Clap for Carers on a Thursday, which became a real highlight of the week during the pandemic. We've had some great feedback from patients and their families, and this is a tribute to just how hard you have worked to ensure that we provide the best possible care. These are the people who will be forever grateful for the work that you have done. We even had a surprise call from the Duke of Cambridge, who spoke to members of our critical care team and thanked them for all the hard work that they've done so far. I would, of course, like to reiterate that and extend my thanks right across the hospital.
Our hospitals are at the heart of our community, and quite often the patients that we treat are our families and our friends, and we've certainly seen that over the course of this pandemic. It would be remiss of us not to just pause for a small moment and recognise those lives that have been lost and the impact that it's had on all of us. I want to thank everybody for their resilience and their tenacity and their ability to keep doing and going above and beyond at this time. We often talk about frontline, and many of you will know that I'm passionate that we are one team, that it isn't just the staff on the front line, that everybody has played their part. So those staff working in laboratories, working and supporting procuring our PPE, the staff working in catering, our domestic staff who've kept the hospitals clean and safe for us to move about, our portering staff, everybody has made such a huge, huge difference. I want to take a moment to say thank you to the student nurses. So at the end of their training of what has been, 3 years worth of university-based education, they chose to come and work in the hospital and support the cause. Thank you to the infection prevention and control team. Their work has been relentless, and never before have we needed their expertise like we do now. Our theatre staff on the whole have been deployed to critical care. They had to learn new skills at pace, working in an unfamiliar area with a whole load of pressures and concerns around COVID and PPE. Thank you.
Standing in the Agnes Jones unit in the new Royal Hospital is testament to some of the great things we have done during the COVID-19 pandemic. This has been an incredible achievement, one which we've been able to improve the care to our patients and ensure their safe discharge. This has been achieved through collaborative working with our external partners, Merseycare, Lang O'Rourke, and through your hard work and relentless effort. This is just one of many operational achievements we have delivered together during COVID-19. We have shown that we've been able to respond to rapidly changing situations across our trust. We have asked a lot of you in recent months, and it is through your patient-centred approach and your determination to get the job done that has made this possible. I want to say a big heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you.
I want to thank all of our staff for their incredible hard work and support in the Trust's response to the COVID pandemic. Our colleagues in the Infectious Diseases Unit at the Royal Liverpool were amongst the first in the country to be involved in the national response to COVID, so therefore we have been involved from the very start. As the number of cases grew, and we took a trust-wide response to the pandemic, many of you will have been redeployed to areas that you were unfamiliar with, working in new teams. Your willingness to rapidly adapt and work flexibly has allowed us to ensure that at all times we've had the resources and people in place to care for patients with COVID-19, many of whom have been extremely ill and had very complex care requirements. This has been a huge learning opportunity for us as an organisation and for many of us individually, and we are now very strongly involved with research efforts to find new treatments and vaccinations for this disease. We should feel an immense sense of pride not only at how we've responded to this crisis, but also that we are now working alongside prestigious organisations like Oxford University and Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine to develop solutions that could have a global impact.
The Trust has received an incredible amount of support from our local community and local businesses. In a little over 4 weeks, our fundraising efforts raised over £230,000 for our Support Our Staff appeal. These funds helped us set up wellbeing rooms for staff and buy essential supplies for those of you who had to live away from home to help in the response to COVID-19. All of our hospital sites have pulled together to work as one to strengthen our response to the pandemic. Throughout this time, together, we have always put the patients first. And I am here at one of the empty wards at Broad Green. We're preparing now to re-welcome patients back as we ramp up elective care.
It takes true dedication and teamwork for everybody in our hospital to make it function properly, and that is something everybody has done during this pandemic. What has struck me is everybody's willingness to work flexibly and even to change where they work in order to get the job done. These have not been easy circumstances for you to work in, and I know a number of you have even had to live away from home during this period in order to remain in work and to protect your families. The sacrifices that you have all made have ensured that we've been able to continue to provide excellent care to our patients. We could not have done this without everyone pulling together and working as one team, and I believe that this will make us even stronger in the future.
Thank you.